Hello. So today, December 30th, is my birthday. What am I doing? So today, December 30th, is in fact my birthday, and on my birthday I love to reflect and look back on what I've accomplished and also look forward to what I want to accomplish. So inspired by a lot of other booktubers, I'm going to be doing my 2021 reading goals. I have set 5 goals for myself that I feel are pretty achievable. I don't like setting goals that are like way above my standard or above my kind of baseline, because I don't like being disappointed, because then I get into some self-hatred. So we're gonna go ahead and get into these goals. So of course Goodreads is gonna ask me how many books I'm going to be reading this year, and last year, or technically still this year, I chose the goal of 30 books, and I have read 53, and I'm almost about to read my 54th book. So for next year I have set the goal of 50 books. I feel like this goal is achievable but still a challenge, which I think is very helpful for me to push me to continue reading even through slumps or busy times in the year, because who knows what 2021 is going to be looking like with all that goes on in the world. Number 2, I have a read more kind of category, and that is I want to read more own voices. That includes people of color, LGBTQIA+, disability rep, all of it. I want to read more own voices of those things. I want to read more Black authors, and I want to read more Indigenous authors. I think it's really important to actually make the effort to read these things and actually seek out books that fit this. I also want to read more mental health reps, which goes into another goal of mine, which is to start a mental health book club. For this book club, I have already gotten into contact with some bookish people, and the goal is to every month read one book that deals with some sort of mental health topic, and then talk about it at the end of the month and really have an open discussion about mental health, because that is so important to me personally as somebody who has struggled with their mental health for so long. I have learned through treatment programs and everything that just talking about it and being open and having a conversation can open so many doors to recovery. So that is my goal number 3, is to open a conversation about mental health in literature and really read some own voice books that talk about mental health. Number 4 is to utilize the library. I recently moved, but before I moved I was using my library where I could order online and then drive up and pick it up. Hopefully that my new area has the same kind of setup, so I can continue to use the library, because it is so helpful for me to not buy books, because so many books I've rented from the library have been DNFs, or they've been things that I'm looking forward to that just did not work out, and I'm just glad I didn't spend money on them and I got to use the amazing thing that is the library and support my local library. Number 5 is to write Goodreads reviews. I love writing reviews, but I rarely do them, and I have a really bad memory issue due to just like medication and just depression kind of fog that makes it really hard for me to kind of look back in wrap-ups and everything at what I've read. So I think writing reviews as soon as I finish the book can be really helpful for me in the long term of remembering what books were about, and also just being able to absorb the book a little bit more and think about it more critically. And really the memory thing is my big one for this. And number 6 finally is to keep up with a reading journal. I think that reading journals are so fun. I think that I have really always watched reading journal kind of flip throughs or setups, and I really want to be a part of it. So I started my own reading journal a few days ago for 2021, and I really want to keep up with it and utilize it as a tool of organization. And again, with the memory thing, I think it could be really helpful for me to write down as much as I can about books, my star ratings, my feelings on them, just keep stat tracks, all of these things that I think a reading journal could be really helpful for. And it's also another creative outlet that I think I would love to utilize. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope that you have had a magical 2020, even though it has been a hellhole for all of us. I hope that you have found some light in this darkness, and that you go into 2021 hopeful and ready to grow. My word of the year for 2021 is bloom. I think that it really captures the mood I have going into 2021 of just wanting to really flourish and just excel and bloom as a person. So I'm very excited about that. If you have a word of the year, I would love to hear it down below, and if you don't do that, I would still love to hear a word that you think could describe your 2021. Thank you guys so much for everything that you have done for me this year. I really appreciate every single comment I get, every single Twitter friend I make. I truly love every second of it. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the new year. All my links will be down below. I can be found always on Twitter, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.